Good evening, everyone. My name is Christina Stark, and I am the Director of International Affairs at New Mexico Military Institute, better known as NMMI. NMMI is located in Roswell, New Mexico in the USA. We're so glad you could join us tonight. We know not everyone can see our campus firsthand, so let me share a little bit of what we have to offer. NMMI offers a 4-year college preparatory high school and a 2-year junior college program, and that's higher education. NMMI has been ranked #1 by the Boarding School Review for teachers with advanced degrees. Over 95% of our faculty hold a master's or a doctor's degree. NMMI is a co-ed school. 26% of our cadets are female and 74% are male. We are accepting applications for both programs through June 30th for the fall. Tonight, we want to highlight our international program. Currently, we have 35 countries represented on our campus and a great diversity. Joining us to help showcase our programs, we have tonight a few of our cadets, parents, and our International Student Service Support Coordinator, Ms. Haley Loving. So let's start introducing ourselves. So Paulina, can you tell us all where you're from and how long you have been at NMMI?
Yeah, my name is Paulina Sanchez. I'm from Mexico, Sinaloa, and I have been here 2 years at NMMI.
So Stephen, what about you?
My name is Stephen Shu. My name is Stephen Shu. I am from Roswell, New Mexico, and this is currently my first year at NMMI.
Okay, we have a couple of mothers here, so thank you so much for joining us. So Carolyn, can you please tell us, introduce yourself, where you're from?
Yes, sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Carolina W. Johansson, and I'm from Norway. I have a son, Simon Johansson. He's born 2004, and he's his second year and a senior at NMMI now.
Thank you so much. So Gloria, what about you? Where are you from?
¿Dónde estoy? Hi, I am Gloria Escoto. I am from Mexico, and I am Paulina's mom.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us tonight. Now, Ms. Haley, please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Haley Loving. I'm the International Student Service Support Coordinator here at NMMI. I've been here for 2 years, and I just help support all the international students we have on campus.
Well, thank you very much. So tonight we want our YouTube to be interactive. So we want to hear your questions about NMMI as we give you a better understanding of our campus and our programs. So please ask, what do you want to know about NMMI? Ask us on social media using hashtag NMMI International. Post them in the YouTube chat or snap them to us at NMMI Life. This is a chance for you to get to know our school and what we're all about. So ask away, okay? So we'll start now. Let's begin with our cadets. So Paulina, how did you first learn about NMMI? And why did you decide to come here?
I first learned about NMMI because my brother and my cousins came in 2016, and I wanted to live all their experience. They told me, like, all the cool things they had, like all the uniforms and the formations and everything about the campus. And I said, definitely, I'm going to that part. I'm going to NMMI.
Very good. Stephen, what about you?
I first heard about NMI from my 2 older cousins. Both of them had attended the Institute 4 years ago. I would often come on campus to visit them or help them with their luggage whenever they go on vacations or breaks. I decided to come here because it has an amazing academic program and it can teach me how to be more independent and reliable.
Very good, thank you. So Paulina, what did you see as the biggest advantages to coming to NMMI?
It is a big achievement to say that you studied and graduated from here. So because they have a really high level of academics and sports, And in the future, if you're searching for a job, they can hire you really fast to a high position just because you came here, because it's in your resume.
Very good. So Stephen, how concerned were you with the military part of the school? And looking back now, what does it mean to you?
When I first came to NMMI, I was only a little bit concerned about the military part. I was a little afraid of having to wake up really early every single morning, do all the physical exercises, and go down to formations. But now that I look back at it, I realize it has made me a lot more physically stronger and more responsible and more disciplined.
Very good. So Paulina, what are your leadership roles at NMMI?
Currently, I'm a staff sergeant in the Corps of Cadets, and I'm a staff sergeant also in battalion formation. And it's helping me to be more responsible and helpful for the future and organized also.
Thank you. Stephen, what about you?
My role right now is team leader. I'm in charge of taking accountability during formations, helping my squad leader do room inspections, and just performing tasks that my squad leader assigns to me. I also take care of the problems and needs of the people that are in my squad so I can make their lives here at NMMI a lot better. It has taught me how to be very responsible and helpful for the other cadets.
Very good. So let's stop a little bit now and take a look at a few of the leadership opportunities that NMMI has on campus. Let's watch a video. Stephen, how have you adapted to the structured and disciplined environment at NMMI?
I think I've adapted to NMMI pretty well since I've arrived here. I've made a lot of friends in my troop as well as my classes. And I've also made friends in my sport teams and in the clubs I've joined.
Paulina, what has been the biggest challenge since you have been at NMMI, and how have you overcome that?
The biggest challenge I found at NMMI, it's academics, because though it's not my first language, I was struggling on it. But with the help of my teachers and my friends, I overcome it because they're always available for you and they always want to help.
Very good. So Paulina, how would your parents say you've changed?
They say that I changed in many aspects, like I'm more responsible, mature. I became more smart, organized, independent, and I always want to help, and I'm making things that anyone orders me.
Very good. What about you, Stephen?
My parents will say that I've become more confident and reliable since I came to NMMI. Before I came to NMMI, I was pretty introverted and I didn't enjoy talking to a lot of people. But after I got here, I was constantly surrounded by a lot of people and eventually I got used to it. They will also say that I'm more reliable. I know how to do all the things I'm assigned without them having to tell me what to do.
Okay, thank you. So how would you say we have a female and a male cadet here? So how is the interaction in the Corps of Cadets? Stephen, can you say anything about it?
I will say that the interactions here are pretty good. Everyone here are friends with each other, no matter what gender or race they are from.
Okay, very good. So we have a question in regards to the amount of girls enrolled at our school. So we generally have about 900 students every fall at every beginning of the school year. and 26% of those are female. So now, other question that we often hear from our prospects, the applicants, or even parents is like, do you have to go into the military once you enroll at NMMI? The answer is no. You do not have to go into the military. In fact, just about 14% of our cadets move on into military careers. So now let's talk to our parents. So Caroline, thank you so much for getting up in the middle of the night in Norway to join us. We appreciate that very much. So I have a question for you. When you look back at your cadet, how would you say he has changed since being at NMMI?
Oh, wow. It's been an incredible journey to follow him these 2 years and see how he has developed. He was a quite nice young man before he left as well. But, you know, we noticed the difference in just like after a couple of months, the way he spoke to us on the phone. He was much more polite. You can see he was waiting for us to answer, not interrupt as teenagers often do. He was, you know, and this just continued to develop. And I think he's responsible now. He's doing his time manage in a high level, even better than me. We had him home for Christmas now, and he was always waiting a time for us.
That's
New
wonderful.
experience.
Yeah.
So, you know, and to organize his day, doing good decisions, even starting to plan what to do for the rest of his life. You know, there were many things.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Y Gloria, mirando a su cadet, ¿cómo diría que ha cambiado desde que llegó a NMMI?
Bueno, yo considero que es una niña más madura, más respetuosa, más fuerte en carácter. Desarrolló aún más su liderazgo, su confianza y su integridad. La veo con más disciplina, con más compromiso, más solidaria con las personas que la rodean. La veo saludable, física, mental y socialmente. Es mucho más hábil en los deportes, más voluntaria en las actividades de la escuela, cumple sus retos más fácilmente, es organizada en sus estudios, en su agenda diaria y en sus cosas personales. Ahora está trabajando en NMMI en el Departamento de Asuntos Internacionales con Cristina, y le ha permitido esto aprender mucho a ser más eficiente, a escuchar a los demás, a poner atención a lo que pase a su alrededor. Aprendió a obedecer, es mucho más obediente ahora, más organizada, mantiene una actitud positiva, que eso es bien lindo. Se desarrolla muy bien en su entorno laboral, académico, y en los deportes. A veces esto ha sido muy difícil porque cumplir con todo y los horarios y las cargas de trabajo han sido muy difíciles, a veces muy estresantes, pero eso le ha fortalecido como persona. Pienso yo que es una escuela de vida muy importante, y yo agradezco mucho a la escuela y al apoyo que le han dado, porque este crecimiento que ha tenido ella, pues es también gracias a ustedes.
Muchísimas gracias. Well, just very briefly, Gloria has shared with us that Paulina has changed tremendously. She has developed as a person, much more organized, responsible. She now knows when to, let's say, when to play and when to study. She's also a cadet worker at the international department, and that has given her a lot of work ethic, flexibility. She knows how to manage her time very well. And the parents are extremely happy with her progress. And she believes that NMMI has played a huge role in all of that, in her growth as a person. So Carolyn, tell us, What would you say that was the #1 reason why you chose NMMI?
Yeah, there are several.
Yeah.
But of course, for us here we're from Scandinavia, a small country, and we're looking for a school for Simon in the States. First, we were looking in Europe. We didn't find the right one, and we were looking at different schools across the country, across US. And we were so lucky to stumble onto NMMI, actually by coincidence. And when we looked up in the school, there were several things. It was we contacted the school. We got response within 24 hours. I think it only was one day, and I talked to you on the phone. One of the most important things were that we felt very safe with the school. And also when we looked up in Roswell and started learning about the school, the environment, we knew that he would be safe because, as you know, we were sending our son, like then he was 15 when we started the process. We were sending him all over to the other side of the world to stay at a school. And because of the COVID, we couldn't go over to visit. So knowing him to stay in a school that was safe and they were under supervision 24 hours a day, the academics seemed incredible. This athletic program is incredible. And also that knowing that he would be in a group or in a troop, what it's called, I understand, from day one of, then we were like imagining, yeah, he will be in a troop, he will get friends, he will have someone around him taking care of him, and he will be together with others, and he will be wearing a uniform. We thought that also would be a very good thing, because you will be like the others. It won't be like it is, what to wear, am I in, am I out, and the structure of, what to do all day and what to do well and what not to do. It was very clear. And we really liked the structure. And I have to say, it's the best thing that ever happened for us and Simon that we chose NMMI. So.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, y Gloria, ¿cuál diría que fue la razón #1 por la que eligió NMMI?
Bueno, nosotros elegimos al instituto porque mi hijo mayor ya estudió ahí y su desarrollo fue excelente. Él ahora está en la universidad y estudia y trabaja, y yo considero que es una persona íntegra, con honor, con valor, con compromiso, y tuvo mucho que ver la disciplina de la escuela. También elegimos NMMI porque sentimos un lugar seguro para nuestros hijos en esta etapa de pérdida de valores que hay. Sentimos que son una familia, que son muy buen desarrollo. Aparte que nos encantan los eventos en los que podemos participar como familia.
Okay, muchísimas gracias. Well, just in short, what Gloria said is that her son came here, so she had her oldest son here at the school, and he has done exceptionally well. He has done really well, went to university, and everything went really well for him. And because of that, she feels like Paulina would have a great experience being here at an early age, and also not only being here at an early age, but in a safe environment. She feels that NMMI is like a family. One of the things that she really likes about NMMI is the fact that she can come to the many events that we have for our families. Whenever possible, she's here. Okay. So we have here a question that I would like to address. So what is the best way for international students to learn more about NMMI if they cannot come to visit? Well, we are here to help you. We are here to assist you. We can send you a video of a virtual tour, but we can also schedule a Zoom meeting. So you can talk to us, ask all your questions, but also speak to our cadets. I think It is an incredible opportunity. You can talk to them, ask all the questions you want, and we will give you all the time you need. So, Carolyn, from a parent perspective, what supports are there for international students at NMMI?
Yes, of course. For the students or for the parents?
For
Sorry.
both.
For both, yeah. For me, it's been incredible. I have never experienced anything in schools here in Norway. So it's like I can call at any time, and I will always get an answer if I send an email. It's really a quick response always. And we do have the international department with you, Christina and Haley, that is answering all of my questions. There is also a support group on Facebook. That's really nice, where they put out tips, or I could ask for other parents' experiences. So, and it's also the contact with the academic department has been amazing. Here in Norway, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but then if we want to know something, what's happening in class or with our student, you have to contact every teacher, and it takes time, and it's 100 different emails, and it takes time before you get an answer. Here I have one contact person that is Simon's supervisor, and I can contact her, and if she can't answer, she will get the answer for me, and she is so. It's been really good.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And also with the coaches in the athletic departments and everything. So I think it's a great support. And I know Simon, he hangs around your office quite often, getting support from the international department as well. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you so much for allowing us to be part of his life, right? So, Gloria, ¿qué apoyos hay para los estudiantes internacionales en NMMI?
Bueno, pues tienen un acompañamiento muy cercano con su Departamento de Asuntos Internacionales. Este departamento los orienta y los apoya en todas las dudas o cualquier contratiempo que a ellos se les presenta. También en el área académica tienen su advisor que los aconseja, les da seguimiento a sus calificaciones, nos informan a los papás semanalmente de cómo van, sus avances, en qué van mal, en qué tienen que mejorar, les ponen horas de estudio. Es un seguimiento muy, muy cercano. En el área deportiva, sus coaches son muy entusiastas, los motivan, los hacen fuertes, los hacen más competitivos. En el área formativa, sus TLAs, SLAs y el comandante son personas muy respetables, muy atentas en la disciplina de la escuela. La verdad son unos verdaderos formadores para los alumnos. Tienen un personal de cocina muy cariñoso, sobre todo para nosotros que somos extranjeros. Los niños están felices, son un personal cariñoso, los consienten cuando ven que ellos lo necesitan. Es algo muy bonito. En el departamento de enfermería también te podemos tener como padres la tranquilidad de que ellos van a estar bien porque tiene un departamento médico muy profesional, actúan muy rápido en situaciones de emergencia. No sé, estoy feliz con la escuela, la verdad, el mejor apoyo.
Ay, muchísimas gracias. So what Gloria said to us to all of us, what she shared to us, she said that Paulina has a very close relationship with the International Center, and so does Gloria. We have Spanish-speaking people here in our department, so we can always assist if there's any issue. The academic advisors are amazing. They receive weekly reports, so the parents on the grades and anything, classes that they're attending, the TLAs that are the ones responsible for the adults responsible for our cadets while they are not in the classroom, take care of them and make sure everything is going well. The dining hall is where they have their meals. They have excellent staff. And sometimes she says they even spoil their daughter. So everyone is so caring, and we have an infirmary here on campus. So if there's any emergency, they are in contact immediately with the parents. So everything goes really well. She's happy with the support. So just another reminder, we want your questions during tonight's event. So we thank you for some of the questions you have already submitted. We'll get them answered on air. So post them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, using hashtag NMMI International. Put them in the YouTube chat or snap them to NMMI Live. I have a question here that I think it ties to what the parents just shared with you. How do you deal with homesickness, being so far away from home? And for parents, how do you deal with them being so far away? Well, I think this is our specialty. That's one thing that we absolutely love. We love to bring our international student to our in center. We talk to them, we celebrate everything with them. We take the time whenever they come, there's no agenda. They can always come in, sit with us, talk to us. We do bring our students earlier than the regular cadets before they matriculate, so they can go have an orientation with us. They will meet all our leadership. They will meet commandant, his staff, academic advisors. Will spend quite a few time with us, long hours with us. We'll have a private tour to our campus, and we are always available. If for some reason we can't help, we will find somebody else that will. We are always addressing the issues. If needed, we'll call mom and dad. We'll come here later. We'll stay here later. We come on the weekends. We want to make sure that they feel that they're very welcome and that we really appreciate and admire their courage to take the step of studying abroad in a country that, even though could be speaking the same language, could be so similar in so many ways to the countries they come from, but at the same time, so different. So congrats to all of our international students who take the step to come and navigate unknown waters. So that is very, very nice. So I have a question now for Stephen. So another important aspect when you are deciding about coming to a boarding school or a college is looking at the academic programs. So talk about what is your course load like and what the class size are like.
I will say that my course load is very balanced. My teachers assign me with homework every single day, but they assign me with enough to keep me busy, but not too much that I get stressed out every single day, struggling to finish it, and end up losing out on sleep. The class sizes are also very nice. There are enough students in every single class to keep things interesting, but not too many that the teacher does not have time to answer everyone's questions and go around the classroom checking up on how you're doing.
Okay, thank you very much. So I would like to ask another question to Carolyn. So tell us a little bit about all the visa process. How was it?
Yeah, that was very interesting. It actually, all the process started with sending in all the right forms. And then I know I was speaking to you maybe 2 times a day, very frustrating. But because I had to make all the Norwegian, from the schools here in Norway, you wanted all his grades, and I had to change them over to make them like fit for the American system. And you helped me all the way, and we made it. It was a process, but with your help, we came through. And then came the visa process, and that was very interesting because it was usually it wouldn't be a problem for a Norwegian student to get a visa to go to the States, but this was just when the COVID came. So it was the embassy was closed, and it was quite thrilling if we were going to make it. But Nimi made a really nice letter contacting the embassy for us that we could bring to the embassy in Norway. And Simon got his appointment, just very special.
Yeah.
So it came through. And he came over just in time. And this year also we had a major outbreak just around Christmas. So when we were going to renew his visa, and the school really helped us out with the new papers, and we sent them in, and it came through. So it was enormous support from the school to make all the papers we needed, also for the application and to the school and for the visa. So that was really great.
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
So, Gloria, creo que quieres agregar otras informaciones acerca de becas.
Sí, se me pasaba a comentar algo bien importante, que NIMI tiene en el área económica, existen becas tanto académicas como deportivas, estímulos que ayudan a las familias en casos necesarios. Y también un punto muy, muy importante que se me pasaba es que el acercamiento de nosotros los padres, muchas veces, sobre todo cuando las familias no hablan bien el inglés, hay mucha inseguridad y mucho temor por entrar a la escuela. El acercamiento con el área internacional de la escuela es muy, muy cercana, muy buena comunicación. Incluso cuando tuvimos esta situación de pandemia que fue mundial, fue una situación de problema mundial, sobre todo en fronteras. Tuvimos el apoyo de Halley, de Cristina, de Rosie, 24 horas, fines de semana. Ellos estuvieron al pendiente con los chats, nos ayudaban en la frontera cuando íbamos a cruzar, nos daban seguimiento. Es un apoyo, la verdad, invaluable. Es una situación de mucha tranquilidad para nosotros los extranjeros y es muy fácil resolver cualquier situación en la escuela gracias al área de ustedes también.
Muchísimas gracias. Okay, so what Gloria just mentioned is that every student that comes to an NMMI is eligible for scholarship, and we can share more about that later on. So there's a lot of support, and she also mentioned that she had a lot of support, not only Gloria, but all parents that needed letters of support during the pandemic. Everything was closed, the borders were closed, so we were writing letters all the time, anytime during the weekend, in the evening, whenever it was needed. So she had all the support that needed. And also saying that she's extremely happy with the communication she has with the international department. We are on call 24/7. And especially if there's an emergency, or in the case of the pandemic, we were always available to speak to our parents. Of course, there are times that we are sleeping, but generally we are available all the time. So now let's go back here, Paulina. How would you contrast the academics at NMMI with some of your other experience in the educational system?
I feel like the academics here at NMMI are more challenging than others that I had before, because they are preparing you for college, and they also offer a program that you can graduate early from here if you complete the courses you need.
Okay, very good. So as you can see, academics are obviously an important part of any boarding school program, and it's not different at NMMI. So let's take a look at some of our academic opportunities here at NMMI. So let's watch a short. Well, we have a question here that says, what are the subjects the student learn at NMMI? The subjects here at NMMI are just like any other school. Of course, due to the fact that our faculty has advanced degrees, their expectations are high. So we have a very rigorous academic program. What makes NMMI different than any other regular school is the fact that we have leadership development. So in reality, we are like a leadership lab and a leadership internship opportunity for all of our cadets. At NMMI, we have over 300 leadership opportunities available to our students. So as you can see, Paulina and Stephen are leaders among their peers. So that's a great opportunity. Imagine how important that is. Imagine you at a job interview and you can share that at an early age, 15, 16, 17 years old, you were responsible for a group of 10, 20, 40 other people. That is a huge asset. That's something that will be with you for the rest of your life, that will make a difference. So Paulina, since you're away from home, without the polite urging of parents to get your assignments, your chores, and other responsibility done, tell us, how have you learned to balance your schoolwork and your extracurricular activity?
I use a schedule and a journal to keep track on all the things that I have and don't procrastinate. And also here we get a plan of the day every time that we have activities or drills or something, so we don't miss it.
Okay, very good. So let's hear now from our ISSS coordinator. So Haley, can you share with families some of the international clubs and extracurricular activities that we have here? What additional support does NMMI offer to international students? You're muted.
I'm sorry. Here at NMMI, we have over 55 extracurricular activities that are available to cadets. And these can range from something as traditional like band or STEM club, all the way to something as unique as paintball or ski club. We do have sports available for cadets at the high school and junior college level. At the high school level, we have 8 or 10 different sports available. This would be baseball, basketball, volleyball, football, swimming, golf, tennis, track and field, soccer, and cross country. For the junior college level, we have 8 different teams. We have the baseball, basketball, football, tennis, golf, cross country, and volleyball. So there's definitely activities or sports that are available for anyone. As for our support that we offer the international students, you have support from the international department as soon as you arrive on campus to the moment that you graduate. We offer support on many matters, and this could be anything from visa issues to tutoring, or even offering a quiet place to study for cadets. We're here to help the cadets and adapt to the changes they might experience when arriving at a new school or in a new country. Our office is always open for anything the cadets need. Throughout the semester, we also have different events to show our appreciation to the international students, whether it's celebrating international holidays or the monthly birthday parties we have for cadets. So we have lots of support in place for our international students, and our campus does offer many extracurricular activities as well.
Thank you. So let me ask a question here for Paulina. Paulina, you're an international student. So how did you make friends at NMMI, being an international student? Do you have friends here?
Since the first day you got here, you get assigned to a troop, and that's like you feel as a family with everyone you got, because they take care of you, and there's also new people. You're not alone. So also we have advisors that they keep track on us in academics, and in the international center there is also staff that keep track on you, and if you're doing bad at your grades they can give you time to, like, you can work on it. And also in your troop there is all different kinds of people from high school through college, and like we are supervised by a TLA and an SLA, that everything is going correctly. Like there is no
Thank,
something.
thank you. Thank you. So let's take a look at those extracurricular activities that Ms. Haley was talking about. Let's watch a short video. We just received a question here. So the question is, how long will the students from Brazil stay there? What kind of breaks are there? So a student can come to NMMI from the early times as a high school freshman, the 9th grade, and can stay and graduate from high school, and then can stay for 2 more years as a junior college student, as we do have a higher education. So let me ask here, Stephen, can you share what a typical day is like at NMMI?
What I really like about NMMI is all of my days are a little bit different. Some days I will have less classes, some days I'll have more of them. What I can expect every single day are morning and dinner formations. That is when we form up with our own troops and we march to our dining hall. And there we get an opportunity to eat food with our friends. There's also sport practices and club meetings after school. And at night, there is a night study hall. That's a time dedicated for the students to go do homework without any distraction. Some may go to the library, others to classroom, and some even in their own rooms. And finally, NMMI provides what is called a fourth meal. That is, cadets can go to our dining hall and eat food, a little bit of food before they head in to sleep for the night.
Okay, so thank you. Tell me a little bit, what it's like to have a roommate?
At first, when you get here, it might be a little bit weird or even uncomfortable to have a roommate. Most of us are used to having our own rooms and not having to share with anybody. But as time progresses, eventually you'll get used to it. And most of the time, your roommate even becomes your best friend while you're at NMMI.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you share now what the room and board is like at an NMMI?
Most of the rooms at NMMI are all about the same bed, the same desk, and the same chairs. But some are more spacious and have more amenities. At NMMI, there are a lot of different ranks for a cadet to get. And the higher rank you get, the better the room you get. Some come with their own private bathrooms and even a little kitchen where they could cook food for themselves.
Very good, thank you. We have another question here, so let me address it. So I guess we mentioned TLA and SLA. So we had questions. Can you tell us what is a TLA and SLA? So they are the TLAs, the adult troop leaders that supervise all of our cadets. So they are 24/7 on campus, Monday, all the time. And they are responsible for our cadet safety here, okay? Making sure that everything is going well. Another question that we have is, a student in Mexico, second year of high school, The goal is to study medicine in Mexico. Which advantages do I acquire from entering NMMI for just a year? Well, first of all, the experience of living abroad is amazing. It will change your life forever. You will see the world with a through much different lenses. Like I said, you'll be living in a country that's similar to yours, but it's so different in so many ways. Especially coming at NMI, you will acquire skills that will be with you for the rest of your life. First of all, the leadership opportunities that you have here. Also, your time management, that is extremely important in all aspects of your life. You will learn, you will improve your language ability, your proficiency in English. You will be living with people from all over the world. You will have excellent time management. You will have critical thinking skills, problem solving skills. There is so much that goes beyond the academic opportunities that you have here at NMMI. I would highly recommend that you come. So, Paulina, let me ask you another question. Part of your typical day includes athletics. Can you please share with us what programs you're involved in and a little bit about the athletic program and facilities here at NMMI?
Yes, ma'am. I'm currently in the volleyball and basketball Lady Colts team. And after school, there is practices, and also here college athletics are really important because they can get you to scholarships and like go to other college and finish your career because of that. So like it's really important.
Very good. What about you, Stephen?
Right now, I am on the high school tennis team. We have practices every single day on the weekdays, and we also go on competitions. Some programs that I am associated with are the Etiquette Committee, Adventure Club, and the International Club.
Okay, thank you so much. Another information that I would like to share with you is that sometimes we do not have the club that you are interested in, but you can submit a request, and we always have somebody that will sponsor your club, and then we can start a new club here at NMMI. So a big part of our program, as you can see, includes our athletics in high school and junior college. So we'll play a short video now to see some of these programs. So we received a couple of other questions here. So Stephen, this is a question for you. What should you bring from home to make you feel at home? What can a cadet bring from home that will make them feel at home?
For a cadet to bring, they can bring pictures that reminds them of their family, little trinkets to put on their desks, and they can also bring clothes and other cultural things from their homeland to make them feel more at home at NMMI. They can bring posters to hang on the walls or something like that.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, another question that we have here, that's for Caroline. So as parents, how often could you be in contact with your son? And is there a specific time and day during the week?
Actually, I think Simon is contacting me when he needs to. So he do have a cellular phone on school. If he needs to contact me and talk to me, he will do it when it pleases him. Of course, not during class or things like that. But he's free to contact me whenever he wants. And of course, we have a big time difference, so it's not. In the beginning, it was maybe in the middle of the night, but now that we learned, but I talk to him a couple of times a week actually, and maybe in the periods oftener, and maybe it can go 3 weeks before I hear anything, and then I know he's doing very well.
Okay, wonderful. Yes, I guess the contact with the families are much more frequent at first, and then once they feel comfortable, they call you once in a blue moon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
wonderful. So before we move on, I think one thing that's very important to mention is that we have our Bronco football team has just won the national championship. So yes, NMMI football team is #1 in the nation. So Paulina, tell us, what do you love most about being an international student at NMMI?
I learned lots of new things like cultures, tradition, languages, and from different places of the world, and also people from everywhere, literally everywhere. There's here from a lot of parts since the first day I got here.
Very good, thank you. Now, Stephen, how is it for you to be in contact with so many international students on campus?
I think it is very good. The campus is very diverse and I can make friends with all types of different people. And they can teach me about their culture and I teach them about theirs and our different customs and habits.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. So before we continue our conversation, let me tell you a little bit about our admission process for international students. So it's very simple. There is no application fee. All you need to do is visit our website at www.nmmi.edu, click on admissions and apply now. Fill out the form and submit it to us. Once we receive your application, you will receive an email with a checklist with all the necessary documents and forms to be submitted. Among those documents we will ask you for a birth certificate, the identification page of your passport, transcripts, an English proficiency test score, an NMMI forms that include a physical examination, excuse me, and immunization records. Once we received your documents, we'll review everything. And for the high school students, you will have an interview with us. Once you have been conditionally accepted, we'll assist you with the student visa process. So we'll issue all the documents necessary for your visa. Once you've been granted your visa, you will share it with us and also submit your international health insurance. But for detailed information, you can always visit our website. And for more information, if you want to send us an email directly, you can send to international@nmmi.edu. So Paulina, how has NMMI prepared you for the future? And what does your future look like?
I think that my future looks bright because NMMI offers a high level of academics and sports, also several leadership positions and opportunities after you graduate from here and while you are here. And also values that will stay with me through all my life. And thanks to them, I met people from everywhere. So if in a point of my life I need someone in that place, I just contact them.
Wonderful. So we have another question here that we just received. How proficient do I need to be in English? So we would highly recommend that a student has a proficiency of intermediate, advanced intermediate. But if you're not fully proficient yet, or to the level where you should be to properly succeed in the classroom, we have a program that's the English Language and Culture program. It's a semester-long program where you be fully immersed in the at NMMI as a cadet, but also having 4 classes of English every day, and also having a math class, leadership classes, and sometimes a science class. So don't worry about it. Just submit your application and we'll go through the process with you. We'll assist you all the way through. So let's wrap up tonight's discussion with one final question. Paulina, what would you say to someone considering the international program at NMMI for their future?
That is a really good opportunity, this institute, because it teaches you many things that will last with you through all your life. It is a great experience, and the people you meet here are long-lasting friendships for all your life. And you became more responsible. Do you not have someone telling you to do something? And like you became more mature and helpful.
Wonderful. So Stephen, what would you say to someone considering attending NMMI?
I will highly recommend for this person to attend NMMI because NMMI is truly a very unique school to go to. They offer opportunities and leadership opportunities that you can't find anywhere else in any other schools. They teach you how to be disciplined and responsible, not having your parents there all the time to tell you what to do. And they also offer a very great academic program.
Thank you. So Carolyn, what about you? If you have a friend who's considering sending their child to an NMMI, what would you say?
Oh, I would say do it. Yeah, we are so happy with our decision, and it's the best decision we ever made. It's a great school, and we feel really safe as parents having our son there. Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. So, Gloria, ¿qué tienes a decir para los que piensan estudiar con nosotros?
Yo pienso que es la mejor opción. Es una decisión muy buena formación. Es una gran escuela.
Muchísimas gracias. Well, what Gloria said is that she thinks it's a great option. It's a great institution, and it will prepare everyone to have a bright future. So we received a couple of other questions here. One of them is, do international students live with American families or at NMMI? So all of our students are boarding students, and we call our students cadet as we are a military school. So all of our students live here on campus. It is a big family, everybody together. So we also received another question. What standardized tests are required for admission? So currently we're waiving SAT, ACT scores, but we do require an English proficiency test. We accept many of them, TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo, and many more. So there's another question. Stephen, I need your help for this one. Do you get to pick your own roommate?
No, you do not get to pick your roommate, sadly. When you first arrive on campus, your roommate's already picked out by the commandant staff for you. And sometimes when you don't really like your roommate, you can switch roommates and then your TLA will choose one for you.
Okay, thank you. So Paulina, do you have to be able to do a lot of physical fitness to become a cadet at NMMI?
No, you get the proper amount like that you can handle. But at the beginning, you can feel like a little bit tired or really hard or something if you're not like usual to exercise.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're an athlete and you do exercise, it won't be hard for you.
Okay, wonderful. So Paulina, do you have to do your own laundry? This is another question we received.
No, here we got a laundromat, so you can take it there and you receive your clothes into business day. But if you want to do it by yourself, we have also the laundry and where we can go and do it by yourself.
Okay, very good. Stephen, I need your help with this one. Is there a study hall or extra help for students?
Yes, there is a night study hall. Around 7 to 9 every night, students go to night study hall, sometimes in classrooms, libraries, or their own rooms. and they learn by themselves with no distractions. And NMMI also has an app called tutor.com. This is where when they're struggling with a subject, they can connect online through Zoom with a tutor, or they can message the tutor or even meet face-to-face for them to help with the subjects.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So Paulina, we have one other question for you here. How often do you get to go home?
In the breaks, in the events that we have, like important dates, we can go home, or also if we get a special furlough, we can go on it.
Thank you very much. So thank you for watching our YouTube live tonight. If you're interested in learning more, you can contact us by phone. It's +1 575 624 8047, or you can send us an email at international@nmmi.edu. Remember, if you want to apply for fall 2022, our semester that will begin in August, the deadline is June 30. We need some time for you to apply for your visa. Please visit our website, www.nmmi.edu. Click on admissions and apply now. It's easy and there's no application fee. So to learn more about our school, follow us on social media. You can always watch any part of this YouTube live back, and you can share with others who might be interested. Again, thank you so much, Carolyn, for waking up in the middle of the night and joining us. Muchísimas gracias, Gloria, por ser tan amable. Thank you so much to all of you, Stephen, Paulina. I know that you have midterms test tomorrow, and thank you so much, Ms. Haley, for joining us. Thank you so much, all of you, and good night.